How do you find out if your residence or student accommodation is NSFAS accredited? Hello guys, I hope that you're doing well. I'm also good. Welcome to my YouTube channel called Empowering H's 101, where knowledge and wisdom is power and we are empowered by it. So if you're a new viewer or a new subby or an old or returning member, welcome back guys, and I thank each and every one of you for the support. So on today's video I have an interesting one. So I'm actually fulfilling a promise that I made to you guys on my previous video. So if you were faithful enough to watch until the end, I had said to you guys that I will show you how do you find out if your resident in VUT Vaal Park is NSFAS accredited. This is going to be part of that video. I'm going to actually be covering some few things about accommodations and residences that I probably didn't mention in the previous video, but I actually want to put more emphasis on it. So welcome. Let's get to it. Don't mind my eyes being red. That's because I have sinuses and I have fragrance in my hands. That's why. Yeah? But I can't really delay this video because we have to do it. So I can't be like, oh, my eyes are red. I can't. No, we're just gonna move on. Yeah? So guys, I wanted to actually put emphasis on the fact that it's important for you to choose a student accommodation that will accommodate your needs, and also that will be closely aligned to your purpose of being there, and that will actually not be a distraction but rather help you, right? Because you'll be there for 10 months, 10 whole months in a student accommodation. You won't be home, no parents there, you're just alone, right? For 10 whole months. So it's very important that during that time you're in a space that actually allows you to do what you're there to do, which is study, right? So with me, when I actually went to look for accommodation, the day that I was supposed to go to the varsity, I had already registered online. Yeah, registration happens online. I just registered online, then I actually had to move now. So I moved, I arrived at VUT Vaal Park on the 13th of February 2022. That is actually when I arrived at VUT. And during that time I was there at VUT, I was staying at off-campus residence or accommodation. I didn't share a room. My room had a shower, my room had a toilet, my room had a study table and a wardrobe. You know, the only thing that I didn't have probably is cabinet. It's a kitchen cabinet or something that you can put your groceries in. That was the only thing I had. They had uncapped Wi-Fi. Unlimited Wi-Fi is there. I had DSTV, and also a TV, but the DSTV and TV were not in my room. They were actually in the kitchen. So if you're cooking, you can actually watch your favorite show if you like and stuff like that. Yo guys, I enjoyed. Let me tell you about the advantages of staying in an on-campus residence. So the good thing about staying in an on-campus residence, for me, one thing that I liked and one thing that I really envied or desired is having safety as much as it was. Like, on-campus residence is so safe. It's so safe, because afternoon, even at night, there's securities at their posts and ensuring that the residence and also the campus on its own is secured. You understand? So it's so safe. It's so safe. I'm not saying it's only safe in the afternoon. No, it's safe from like in the morning, at night. Even if you can go out from the library at 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock and walk to your residence, it's safe. That is how safe it is. You can easily make friends, because of course when you're saying on an on-campus residence, you'll have a roommate. Yeah? So the advantage of having a roommate is that you'll have someone to share experiences with, because both of you are in your first year, and also ever you share the same space, you always talk. It's nice. I think that is nice. For the lecture excuse me, they are so close to the lecture halls, they are close to the libraries and stuff like that. Yeah, I think it's also kind of related to safety wise, and also the distance. You don't have to walk a long distance to get to campus, like maybe 10 minutes now or 5 minutes you're already there, so you're less likely to be late for a class, because fast So the disadvantages of on-campus residence is the fact that, number one, it's expensive. So if you're not an NSFAS student, guys, residence is expensive, and it's not worth the expense. I'm telling you the truth, it's not worth the expense. That is what I think, allegedly. Number two, on-campus residents have less privacy. If you're a first year and you're going on an on-campus residence, you're definitely gonna share a room. You're gonna share a toilet. You're gonna share everything. You share everything. And one thing that I didn't like and I hated about on-campus residence is that, probably in a unit is like a floor. Let's say it's this floor, and this floor has like 8 rooms there. Each and every room has 2 people in it, for example. In total, you are 16. You're sharing a toilet and shower. You're also sharing a kitchen. If you don't have a fridge, your meat will be stolen, because you will share the same fridge with other people. Imagine 16 other people, and if someone actually steals your meat, who would you say stole your meat? Who? As I was saying, when it comes to on-campus residence or accommodation, guys, it's so clustered, and there's a person who comes and clean. Apparently, they say there's a person who comes and cleans once a week. But I'm telling you guys, on-campus residences, some of them are so dirty. They are so dirty. Like, guys, sanitary wise and hygiene wise, I wouldn't recommend a person to actually stay on an on-campus residence. I'm not saying all of them. Some of them. I'm just saying some of them. So you should look at such things. You should actually look at the number of people that you're gonna be sharing the shower with, and everything. And one other thing about the shower. Some of the people, because they shared showers, a shower with so many people, they'll actually develop a fungus or an infection on their leg, and this will actually cause their feet to have blisters. Imagine you having blisters. You have an exam tomorrow or a practical tomorrow, especially with me, because my course was aligned to laboratory work. So imagine having an infection in your foot. And when it comes to laboratory rules, they don't allow you inside of the lab without you wearing fully closed shoes. So imagine you being a student which works in such an environment, and tomorrow you have a practical and your foot is having this problem. It's a problem. It's going to affect your studies. Let us go to advantages of staying in an off-campus residence or student accommodation, of which I recommend that you stay in an off-campus student accommodation. Number one, because it's cheap, very, very cheap. You may find that a room has a lot of resources and stuff like that, and you are paying, for example, 2,000 rands per month, ranging from 2,000 to 2.5 per month. You understand? If you're staying in an NSFAS accredited residence or student accommodation, and you're an NSFAS student, you don't have to worry about such things. But if you're a person that says your parents are paying for education and you're putting the cost of living into consideration, off-campus residents are more cheaper than on-campus residences. The other thing about off-campus residence that I like is that there's a whole range of options. So you choose if you want to stay in an apartment, you choose if you want to stay in a room, you choose if you want to stay in student lodges. They're not all student accommodations that are off campus are safe. Some of them are safe because you can find that the gate is secured, everything is secured. You don't have to worry about your safety. You understand? Yes. With mine, it was actually safe because the gate was secured, everything was secured. There were other student accommodation that were off campus, houses to be specific, that did not have any locks on the gates, and the criminals would do as they like, and you find that student accommodation would have break-ins almost every year. You know what I mean? Yeah. So safety wise, it's actually something questionable. One of the things that off-campus residence it's a bit of a distance from campus. So with me, for me to get to campus, it will be like 15 to 20 minutes for a walk. It was not that far for me because of another thing about off-campus residence is if you're having your own room alone, you might have less interaction with other students. So meaning that with social interaction, when you're just living in a bubble. You might be living in a bubble if you're a person who does not make friends. And so social life is very important in varsity. You need people. You will realize that you need people in varsity. But with me, it was different because with my off-campus residence first year, we would have what we call brides. We'd have amabrai, whereby we would contribute some certain amount of money, buy meat, buy things to marinate, takalaka, pap, and whatsoever, and then get together so that we can actually socially interact. So it was actually easier for me to interact first year because already the people that were living there were already saying, okay, let us connect. So it was up to us if we wanted to actually socially interact or not. Excuse me. Of which is a very, very important thing. It was nice. Very, very nice. And then when it comes to off-campus residents, especially VUT Vanderbilt Park, some other landlords won't tell you. They won't tell you if their accommodation is NSFAS accredited or not. Some of them you might ask them and they lie to you. I'm telling you, there are so many students which complained about their landlords saying that they told them that it's NSFAS accredited. But now NSFAS can't pay for an accommodation that is not accredited. You get what I mean? So this actually leads me to the main part of the video, where I'll be explaining to you guys how to find out if your residence or accommodation is NSFAS accredited or not. So if you actually want to check if your student accommodation is in line, then what you will do, you'll actually go on Google and search for VUT NSFAS accredited accommodations. And then, yes, and actually click on VUT accredited off-campus accommodation on a desktop if you're using a laptop, or you're gonna click that. There's something will appear on Google. I actually will insert a picture here. You're gonna just press that. This will lead you straight to a document or devices. Before you get access to that document, there's a page of VUT that actually there's a page first, and then you scroll down until you find a link that will actually direct you to a PDF. That PDF has a list of all the accommodations that are NSFAS accredited at VUT. I'm not sure if this list is only limited to VUT Vanderbilt Park or just generalized all the accommodations, including those that are on other campuses. I'm not quite sure. With me, I never had a problem, so I never really had to check my accommodation because for me it was easier. I don't know. I just didn't have to check for my accommodation because I knew that it was NSFAS accredited. The only thing that I knew about it is that it's very important for you to check, because NSFAS won't pay for your residence if that residence is not NSFAS accredited, and you'll have to pay it on your own. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that to yourself, honey. So make sure that you actually check that. I'll insert the link on my description box of the PDF. Excuse me. If then you would like to go the longer route, you can actually. It was a very short one, so if you made it to the end of this video, thank you. I'm honored to be sharing such information to you guys, and especially for you to actually take your time to receive such information. So these are part of the information that I use. I wish I knew before I went to varsity, and I hope that this information will come in handy, especially for people who don't have any dependents. There are people who don't have family members that are quite supportive, or even others, they have some family members that are supportive, but their financial strain doesn't allow them to be supportive to that extent. Yes. So you can find that you're actually a student that is doing everything for yourself, from applications. You're doing everything for yourself, from everything. You understand? So excuse me. I believe that this information will actually be valuable to you guys. So yes, hit the subscribe button, like, comment, and join the empowered people. Be part of this amazing channel which focuses on positivity, information that will build you, not there's any games. You get what I mean? So thank you guys for watching this video. I'll see you on the next upload. I wish I could actually speak more and more, but unfortunately we've come to the end of the video. We'll see you guys on the next upload. Bye bye.